Home to much more than just safaris, beaches, and pyramids, Africa is both the second largest and the second most populous continent on the earth. Its 54 mainland countries and islands, nations, all boast their own unique history, heritage, and culture. And this is a part what makes traveling around Africa so fascinating. While beautiful beaches and rugged cliffs inline its long coastline, its vast interior encompasses everything from mountains and deserts to tropical rainforests and the Nile River. Scattered around this diverse landscape, you will find astonishing history sites, secluded villages, and huge metropolises. Home to a vast array of different cultures and languages, Africa's offer an intoxicating mix of old and new, as the men of its age or the traditions and customs still survive to this day. Renowned for its amazing wildlife, Africa's outstanding natural beauty makes it delight to explore, and its riveting historical and cultural sites means there is something for everyone to enjoy. Number 10. Namibia. In the southwest of the continent, Namibia is one of the most sparsely populated countries in Africa. This is because much of this made up of arid, desolate landscape and unforgiving Namib Desert. Formerly German colony, it only gained its independence from South Africa in 1990. So some colonies area architecture can still be seen its capital with Windhoek. Most people, however, visit for its brilliant national park, which are home to breathtaking, beautiful landscape and incredible wildlife. In Etosha National Park, for instance, you can catch glimpses of lions, elephants, and black rhinos roaming around the Kalahari. Another popular destination among tourists is the Skeleton Coast, which has a lot of spoke but struggling sank shipwreck dotted along its dangerous Atlantic Ocean coastline. Although it is often overlooked in favor of Kenya, Tanzania, and South Africa, Namibia and its incredible national parks are hidden in games just waiting to be discovered. Number 9. Tunisia. Tunisia can be found wedged in between Algeria and Libya on the North African Mediterranean coastline. Due to its favorable warm weather, investing beaches, and well-developed tourism industry, a lot of Europeans come here to launch on its golden sands and swim in the sea. This is much more to Tunisia than just sun, sea, and sand. The country is also littered with impressive archaeological sites that date back to millennia. This is because throughout its history, it has been ruled by everyone from the Carthaginian, Renaissance, Carthaginian, Romans, and Ottomans to the Arabs and later on the French. Of its many historical sites, the stunning Roman in Elgin and the remains and ruins of Carthage are the outbets highlighting. In addition to this, it is also the Atlas Mountains for you to explore, as well as the river coastal sites of Sfax, Souses, and Tunis. It is vibrant capital. If all of this was not enough, the endless of sand of the Sahara beckon you on with their alluring dune, Throgotin dwelling, and secured desert oases. Number 8. Uganda. Home to not only the continent's tallest mountains range and the source of the Nile, landlocked Uganda also bordered to the largest lake in Africa. While its tourism industry and infrastructures are quiet and developed in comparison with the neighboring Kenya and Tanzania, this makes the spectacular landscape all the more exciting to explore. Long overlooked by visitors to the continent due to its tumultuous and tragic past, Uganda is slowly regaining in a title of the Pearl of Africa. This is a large part because it is one of the only 3 countries in the world where you can see mountains gorillas in the wild. Seeing the majestic craters up close in the cloud rainforest of the Rwenzori Mountain is amazing experience, and it is simply a must when in Uganda. Besides trekking through the dense undergrowth, you can also go to Whitewater, reflecting down to Nile, or go on safari to spot the Big Five with so much stunning scenery on the shore of the on shore, and so much wildlife for you to spot. If is the well-known heading to Uganda now before it comes to even more popular. Number 7. Mauritius. While Mauritius certainly takes some getting used to, visitors came away outstanding the incredible beaches, mountains, and waterfalls on the shore. Located over 1 kilometer to the east Madagascar. Its remote settings means it is home to some of the rarest plants and animals in the world. As such, trekking through its mountains interior, really, it's a trek as a flocks of brightly colored birds swirl above the tropical rainforest canopy. Tucked away among the dense foliage, you will come across steep ravines, plunging gorges, and sparkling waterfalls. All in all, the volcanic landscape certainly make for some of the most pictures perfect skins imaginable. laying alongside the inviting water of the Indian Ocean are idyllic white sand beaches for you to launch on, and lots of fantastic scuba diving and snorkeling can be had off shores due to the diverse makeup of its population and a unique cultural heritage. Mauritius is also renowned for its delicious and varied cuisines. You can try some of its brilliant French, Chinese, or East African inspired dishes in any one of these spare Labak fishing village that dot its shores. Number 6. Tanzania. With so much to see and to do in Tanzania, it can be hard to know where to start. The north of the country alone is the home of marvelous Ngorongoro crater and the world-famous Serengeti, both of which are must-visits if you want to go on safaris and see the Big Five. Here, too, you will also find the snows topped at Mount Kilimanjaro, Africa's highest peak. Indeed, this wonderful peak of East Africa is blessed with myriad of different landscapes, each more arresting than the last. Its Indian Ocean coastline, for instance, is lined by magnificent beaches and the national largest and the most vibrant city, Dar es Salaam. Just offshore, you can also find the awe-inspiring Zanzibar Archaeological Park, which boasts many gracious and glorious beaches and its popular tourist destination in its own right. One of the most linguistically of and the cultural diverse coastline in Africa, Tanzania is the home of some of very important and impressive archaeological sites that dates back millennia. With the three East Africa Great Lakes found the part within the coastline, Tanzania certainly has the sum of the very for everyone. Whether you will like into history and the nature of culture and the wildlife. Seychelles or Shelly, lying some of 1,500 kilometers to the east of mainland Africa, Seychelles is the continent's smallest and the largest populous country, made up of 115 islands, with the vast of majority of them being uninhabitable. Unbeaten, the archaeological is an incredible beauty, and it's surrounded the great waters of the Indian Ocean. While the Paradise Islands are lined with the gorgeous beaches, their interior are quiet mountains and coasted in lush rainfall. Due to their remote location, they are home to all kinds of unique fauna and flora, and the most of them are now designated nature reserved. Offshore, the colorful coral reefs, and the abundant marine life makes Seychelles as an unforgettable place to go scuba diving or snorkeling. Number 4. Morocco. Morocco is the home of mesmerizing array of beautiful old cities, medianas, and souths. These lie among and along the country Seine, Atlantic and Mediterranean coastline, or tucked away among these Saharan dunes and high Atlas mountains. The continent, north-western country, has long attracted different people and cultures to its shores, and it is a rich heritage now draws on African. Beside exploring the lively Jima El Fina and the Georgia mountain city has various can launch on the one of the country lovely beaches or head off into the Sahara with the sum of many different sides to it. Morocco is the different one of the most spectacular country to visit in Africa. Number 3. South Africa. South Africa boasts some of the best and most well-run national park and game reserves in Africa. Of this, Kruger is undoubtedly the most well-known, the most visited, with Odo Elephant National Park also being a popular draw. Known as the Rainbow Nation due to its monocultural population, South Africa cities are fascinating to visit as each of them has its own particular look, feel and identity. While Johannesburg teems with the life, Cape Town is the more laid back in nature and overlooked by the spectator. Table Mountains with this wonderful wildness of the statuette boldness lying the Nile. Home of not only the towering Johannesburg mountain but the arid Kalahari desert and the lush of garden route, South Africa truly is a delight to explore. To top it is all of both its Atlantic and Indian Ocean coastline and the ridge with the stopped scenery and formal beaches. Many of divers that go to dive in the great offshore. Number 2. Kenya. One of the best in the world to see is wildlife, which is come up and the personal. For many people, Kenya is the home of safari. It is endless savanna. It is a ride of deserts teems with the life of a lion, elephants, and a buffalo roam alongside herds of the antelope flocks and flamingos and the occasional black rhino. Number 1, it is Egypt. Egypt is unlikely any other country on the earth. Once had the home to not one of the world's greatest civilization and cultures. History is the show of whether you go with tombs and the templates lying alongside structure and obviously in all intricately covered. Located in northwest corner of the continent, Egypt is bordered by the Mediterranean and Red Seas with the Saharan Desert to the south of west, and it is running through Egypt. It is the Nile River, which is the life of source of country. While many country and people come to see its historical moments and all explore all of them that is Cairo has to offer, just as men come to for its fantastic right to see beaches with the sum of much history and culture for you to delve into. And it is much of stunning deserts and coastal scenery on how Egypt really does have some for everyone to enjoy.